Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Sorry about that. um, Meeting ended up taking quite a bit longer than I thought, but now I have all the information and I'll be able to get these tasks done on my own time. So glad to have gotten it over with. Kind of sad to have lost the views, but that's okay. Still got some time today. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm redoing a lot of things in my office. I gotta find a place for this the Bat Cave. Anybody who knows the story of the Bat Cave knows the legend. I actually won this when I was like 12 years old. I had to win 6 months worth of HeroClix tournaments in order to win this. HeroClix is basically the most overtly complicated, overcomplicated game like ever created. Like think about chess mixed with chess, except the rules are like you need to be on fentanyl to like understand them. Combined with Yu-Gi-Oh. That's like how complicated it is. And basically, I had to win 6 months straight in a row to be able to play for this. And I was like 12 or 13, and the average person who played the game was 40 plus. Like my brother was the second youngest person to come to the tournament. He didn't come that often, but and he's 18 years older than me. So he was like 30 something, and he was the second youngest person at these tournaments. So like that just goes to show. But what we can do is something based with this. This is what we're gonna do, boys. Arceus meet Batcave. As you can see, I have the time gem in there. I had the Infinity Gauntlet on top of this, which is another HeroClix thing I won. But I decided to put the Infinity Gauntlet inside of the PC because I thought it'd be funny. So we're going to set this right here. So anyone who comes in my office knows that I fuck bitches. This Batcave is probably worth a couple $100. I wish that I was playing in the previous campaign, though, before that came out. Because they actually had like a full-on Thanos that was in like a stone wall. And I think I want to order that still. Because the Thanos, you can actually run like campaigns where everyone goes against him. And there's also a Fing Fang Foom. I have another big piece like that, though. I don't know where his hand, one of his hands fell off, but this is another like colossal piece. This is a master mold from the guy who makes the Sentinel factories, and he's fucking like crazy. Basically, every turn you can just churn out a Sentinel. Obviously, like he hasn't made Sentinels in a long ass time, and you can tell by how much dust is on this. There's so much dust on this. I'm gonna put this back in the closet, but honestly, I just like less than playing the game. I just like collecting these things because they like have a lot of memories to me. Back in the day, every time I'd go to the tournament, my dad would give me $100. So I would buy what's considered a booster box for HeroClix legitimately every week. And then I think my family member, like when we used to live at their house, they like said that they didn't have my HeroClix, but I'm pretty sure they do. But I have at least $15,000 worth of HeroClix. I just don't know where they are. Like I have some of the cool ones I like, but not all of them. Honestly, I think we need to put this on the Batcave. This is actually, I think this is my favorite piece of all time. HeroClix is a game that follows Marvel and DC heroes and villains, and this is what's considered a chase rare. That's why the base is blue. The base is normally just like black. This is Green Lantern Batman. Green Lantern Batman. I mean, he's Green Lantern Batman. He fucks, man. Let's be real. Like if you had a Green Lantern Batman back in the day, everybody at the tournament just knew that you fucked. Let's be real. So we got to put him on the Batcave for old time's sake. You're not actually supposed to like put additional pieces here, but I'm doing it anyway. So we're taking off the time gem and we're going GLB. There just happens to be a space for that. Arceus and Green Lantern Batman will lead the way, baby. I actually wanted to put this inside of my PC, but the case is just slightly too small for that to happen. I could put Arceus inside the PC. I put the Infinity Gauntlet in there. Let me show what that looks like. The Infinity Gauntlet is for base boys. Okay, so this is the Infinity Gauntlet. Basically, the most common format is a 300-point game, and all your pieces can't equal more than 300. So, the Infinity Gauntlet isn't a character. Basically, you can pay 40 points to attach this to a character on your force. And, like, for example, Green Lantern Batman, he costs 112 points. So I could have Green Lantern Batman and maybe, like, 1 to 2 other people that are small and have this. And this just gives you all these powers. And basically, all the gems, they come off. And every single month that you played in the campaign, you got 1 gem. And, the campaign after this, I also have the Batman utility belt. And you would get a different like item for the utility belt, like smoke pellets or like handcuffs and shit, and you put them on this. So this you had to play for like 6 months. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play in the campaign finals for that one. But I did get to play in the Batman No Man's Land campaign finals, and that's how I got this. Like, at the time, this was a $150 piece. And this is from, like, 2012. Maybe 2013. I think I was 12 when I won this. And I remember when I won this, it was so funny because there was a guy who was, like, a notorious, like... Basically, it's kind of like card games where every week you show up and you, like, you know, try to, like, alter your deck or whatever. You want to play, like, a different deck, like, for fun. Because it's not really, like, super competitive outside of, like, the Batcave tournament. And there was this dude, Greg, who was like 50 years old, and I'm like 13. And basically, Greg just like keeps abusing the rules, bringing this stupid, oversized blue beetle in the bug piece, every single week. Whereas everyone else is just making a new team every time because they didn't really care about just like destroying everyone every week. They just enjoyed the community and wanted to have fun. But basically, like Greg argued his way into in the campaign finals where the winner got the Batcave, he like there were special rules that made it like where you couldn't play items like the Infinity Gauntlet and shit. Well, because Greg spent so much money at the store, he basically convinced the store owner to like modify the rules to where he could play the fucking Blue Beetle and the Bug again, which was just super cheap and also like like cheap in the aspect of like it was not fun to play against, and he just like cheesed people. But so basically he won this. There were 2 main events, the Saturday weekly and the Tuesday. And basically he like I think he won the Saturday Batcave. So then the guy who was the judge, James, everybody hated Greg because he was just like a pussy and he was just like trying to cheese people. So then James, he was like, bro, I'm just gonna make you a team to like fuck over Greg. So he made me a team where I had Batman in the Bat Cycle, and it basically allowed me to just like teleport in and out of the bike to where he could never hit me, and I just fucking destroyed Greg. And Greg was like, yeah, I already had one of the Batcaves. I was gonna let the kid win anyway. And everyone's like, bro, Greg, you are not gonna fucking do that. And so the Batcave just has so many memories for me, because it allowed me to fuck over this old guy named Greg. R.A.P. Greg, man. And what's funny is one day, like years after that, when I was 17, the Greg's son, who was also like an even more asshole. His name was Thomas. Okay, I have to tell you about Thomas. So there was this guy who was my friend. His name was Taylor Swanson, and he basically ended up dying in a house fire where he like was asleep and everyone had went on vacation except him, but he couldn't get out of the house in any time and he died. And he was one of the people I played HeroClix with. So when he passed away, we had a charity tournament for him where basically HeroClix is a game about rolling dice to attack. And so we had a rule that you could pay $1 to re-roll the dice one time, and you could do that a limited number of times as long as you spend $1, and all the money would go to this guy's family and his funeral costs. And so the Greg guy I was telling you about, who was a 50-year-old baby, his son Thomas was playing against me in the tournament, and I am just using this one big piece called the Justice League team base, and this dude legitimately spent over $20 trying to roll an 8 against me to like attack, and he missed every single time. And then he just fucking flipped the tournament. He like flipped the table on me. He was like, fuck you, and like left. And it's crazy because that was just so disrespectful to, in my opinion, because that was like my friend who died, and he's just gonna like disrespect this guy that like was a part of the community that fucking died by like flipping the table and shit. It's like, bro, we were playing for fun. We were playing to give money to our friend. And it's just funny because that guy was the older son of Greg, the guy who was the 50-year-old baby. And that was when I was 13. Then when I was 17, working at Best Buy, the Thomas dude who flipped the table, he also worked at that Best Buy. And it was just fucking crazy. We ended up getting a situation where, like, I didn't even do anything wrong to the guy, but he, like, I guess, like, told the general manager that I, like, stole something from the card store, because this guy basically, like, framed me, but I actually didn't at all, and the general manager was like, hey, people are, like, calling and, like, trying to get, like, your personal information, like, your address and your, like, phone number and your social security, saying you, like, committed a robbery. Because the guy who owned the game store legitimately did that. And I wasn't even there when this, like, situation happened. I was just accused of it randomly. And the general manager was like, hey, like, I didn't give him the information because that's literally illegal because you're a minor. He can't be, like, soliciting information of a minor. And the Thomas guy basically, like, tried to, like, fuck me over. But that's my story. Now it's time to play Monster Hunter. Let's go. Monster Hunter time. I'm so fucking excited, baby. Monster Hunter plus the Infinity Gauntlet. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Johnny Monster Hunter comes for you? Okay, I'm back. You're back, not? Do you want to see my bat cave? This is the bat cave. I won this when I was like 13 years old playing in a HeroClix tournament. If you and this was like $150 at the time. I had to win like 6 months worth of tournaments to get this. And if you had the bat cave and fucking Green Lantern Batman back in the day, everyone just knew that you fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. But I was gonna try to put this inside of my PC, but then I realized like the PC case was just like slightly small. So I decided to put the Infinity Gauntlet and Arceus in there. So now I got to take a picture to post on my story so that the females know that I have the Infinity Gauntlet on deck, you know? That's awesome as hell. Hell yeah. Here, let me show you the Infinity Gauntlet. So this is the Infinity Gauntlet. Basically, during the Infinity War campaign, every month you show up, you start off with a gauntlet. And every time you show up, you get a gem every month until you finally complete the gauntlet. And basically, it's kind of similar to Warhammer in a way, but not really. You could pay 40 points. Let's say you're playing a 300-point game. Like Green Lantern Batman, this is my favorite piece ever. You know, I mean, he's just Green Lantern Batman. Like, if you have a Green Lantern Batman, people just know you fuck. Because this is also a chase. That's why the base is blue. Normally, the base is black. But, so Green Lantern Batman, he costs like 112 points. So in a 300-point game, you could pay 40 points, and you could put this, on, attach it to a character, and it gains bonuses every turn. The Batcave is, like, extremely large. I had to win 6 months worth of tournaments to get into the final main event to play for the Batcave, and only the first place person got it. And it was crazy because I was only 13, and the average age of the person who would go to this tournament was legitimately like 40 to 50. So like I'm 12 or 13. I win the whole thing, and I had to win 6 months worth of events. The second youngest person to go to the tournament was my brother, who is 18 years older than me. So my brother is just like in his 30s, and he's the second youngest person there by a large amount. So it's actually just like hilarious. Weather is pretty crazy there. What's going on? Okay, let me take a little story video here. I gotta let the bitches know I have a Green Lantern Batman. You know, when we were young, it was all about, you know, like who does drugs, who's going to the party this weekend. But now that we're older, it's like who is the Dark Maga Knight and who has a Green Lantern Batman. That's really who fucks. Lots of snow. It's actually crazy you're saying that because we legitimately just got over that in my area. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and 2 weeks ago, I think, we had the most major snowstorm in 13 years, and we got like, I think we got 12 inches of snow, bro. It was actually crazy. Like, it was dangerous as fuck. It's time to Monster Hunter, brother. I need to add Monster Hunter to my favorites. Added to favorites. I need to. So my old computer, it has like two 30 gigabyte sticks of RAM, and this computer only came with 8. I need to just take one out of that computer and throw it in this one so that we're able to utilize the high quality texture pack. But I'll do that later. I didn't realize it was going to take up so much RAM. That's actually like fucking crazy. This game is so intensive, except for like for the quality that the game is, the intensiveness is not cool, man. Okay, cool. It's time for us to eat, brother. Here we go, baby. There we go. We're locked in, baby. Move this stuff out of the way. Actually, let me move that. I can't let people see that I'm a brokey man. All right. We're locked and loaded, baby. Let me make this post on my story so that people will stop by the stream. Link. There we go, baby. Twitch.com/Beatsbyash. Dude, it's going to be awesome if graphics get to the point where they ain't low quality, even if you zoom in like crazy. You know what I was also thinking about when playing this game? So I was thinking about the fact that like so in this game, this is the first one there's like your character actually speaks. In World, your character didn't speak, and in Rise, your character didn't actually speak like real voice acting. But this game it does. And I was thinking about it and I was like, since AI is already like so advanced, when is going to be the first game where you input your name? Like, let's say I type my name in as Beatsbyash, and then the AI says my name in actual voice acting, not just text. It's like, hey, Beatsbyash. Like, I'm surprised that's not already a thing, because like text-to-speech has been around for so long, and now they actually have some pretty good AI voices. But maybe there's like some kind of like rights to, I don't know, you know? Okay. All right, let's rock and roll, baby. They don't call me Johnny the Staller for no reason. Had to get my clout tokens up, baby. I had to do a quick transfer of 1 clout token to Beatsbyash officials PayPal. All right, easy money. Let's work, baby. Hunter rank 1. Okay, all the Chads are Hunter rank 1. Let's be real, though. Please, game, do not hardcore crash. It's crazy because based on my specs and based on the benchmark test I did, I should be able to run the game at high. But when we were on high, there was that weird situation in the cutscene where everything was fine. Then the game just went black. So I'm just not going to go high, at least until I put the new stick of RAM in. All right, I now have access to lobbies, guys. So if... Wait, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Bro, what? That looked so bad. Why was there just something phasing there? Ayo, Thug Shake, how was that hunt? Well, yeah, but like, this is like ass. Like, bro, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? This is a $70 game, and I'm paying for this, bro. Like, what? I have a 4060 Ti. Why is this happening? Wait, who the hell is Baba Yaga? Why am I in an online lobby? Dude, fuck Baba Yaga. I'm out. I'm not playing with these randos. I'll accept a login bonus, though. I'm here to play with my valued community members. On Jasa, brother. Kutku Gon Kuku? The Wu-Tang Clan quest? Okay. What the hell is this? The Wu-Tang Clan quest? The paid cosmetic DLC is also available. The pass includes Hunter and Palico armor. A great all-in-one deal for obtaining the deluxe pack. That's ass. Honestly, the only people who are paying for the deluxe pack are people who were like horny gooners who are like, okay, I don't know what this pack comes with, but I remember in World, the only people who were paying for the deluxe pack were fucking gooners who were like, oh my god, I want to see the handler in the devil outfit. She's such a cutie. And the handler wasn't even hot. Like, I'll be honest, Alma in the devil suit, I'm okay with that. I rock out with that, okay? I rock out with Alma in the devil suit. I might be able to be willing to pay it, yeah, as long as her ass looks good in the high resolution texture pack. But like, Monster Hunter World's handler, that was some gay shit, bro. How do I leave online mode? I don't want to be with these mouth-breathing normies, man. And wait, why did I just randomly get into a... I just logged in and I'm in a lobby. I don't want to be in a lobby. It's a samurai type armor, not for goons. Maybe it protects you against gooners. Like, maybe if Marilyn Monroe had the samurai armor, they wouldn't have found that semen on her dress. You know what I'm saying? I go to the assistant cat. Okay. Are you, did you want to play with me? Or are you still at work, bro? Where's the assistant cat? I turned on all tutorials to be active, but they like didn't show me where anything is. Coconut? Aw, Coconut. Aw, Coconut's such a good boy. Good boy, Coconut. Good boy. You're at work for 2 more hours? Okay, I got you. The start of camp, okay. I could not digest the fact that when I started the game, they made my Palico speak English. I was like, hell nah, bro. Is the support desk what I'm supposed to do? Is it that dude? Nah. Nah, I don't like that that guy's in my camp. I'm prejudiced against people with inferior cats. Like, bro, look at this guy doesn't even have a cat. He has a dead tin can. Fuck, I just keep going back to the support desk. Oh, yes, the support desk? I clicked the support desk, and it didn't tell me anything. How can I assist you? I'd like to request support. Alright, let's claim content. Content has been claimed. The content king claims his content, baby. How do I disconnect? Just go on with missions? Okay. The game is really weird when I walk around with the keyboard, but with the controller, it's like fine. It's weird. Yeah, I guess let's just go to a mission. Well, actually, I wanted to go to the training area. Aw, Coconut's worried. Where's my girlfriend, Alma? Oh, also, guys, my homie Ortiz that helped me set up the PC, he bought a copy of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection, so that I don't have to. So at some point, we're gonna stream that so that I can tell you how terrible it is. Because there's no way in hell I'm buying that shit. This game reminds you of Monster Hunter Freedom Unit 3. See, that makes me feel extremely young because I've never heard of that game. In that game, you built up your camp too. I started with Monster Hunter World when it first came out, and then about a year ago, I got Monster Hunter Rise. I do think it's cool that you can have up to like essentially the same amount of people in a server as you would on Minecraft, because that really helps like with my community. Everyone can just join a squad. Like we can just all be in the lobby just like fucking shit up, and that's goated. Alright, let's go to the main training area. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days is good for like 40 minutes of fun and that's it. I just think it's so bad that it's funny. And that's why I decided to do a playthrough of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds over the Nexus, because that game is just what the Early Days collection could have been, but they wanted to cuckold us. If the design team behind the Early Days collection wasn't all these Japanese people who are voluntarily celibate, we would have gotten Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force GX and the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Series, but instead, we get fucking the 1998 video game that was only in Japan for a reason because it would not sell in the USA. I also think that it's just kind of counterintuitive to the brand overall, because the main appeal to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is how complex it is nowadays. But previously, there used to be a different target market for it because the game was more about resources as well as poker bluffing. But now it's just about over complexity and outwitting the other person. And the old games do not resemble that. That doesn't even appeal to the people who like 2010 Edison. The training area manager can mix your training experience by changing the high toughness and wound settings in the high performance barrel. Get it? Performance. By the way, if the volume level isn't good, let me know, because the people in this game in the cutscenes literally whisper. Like, I have the settings at like 90 volume and I still had to turn it up. So I've seen the gain for you guys and it looked like terrible, so I turned it up to like 60. I normally have the gain for like 30 coming through the headphones. I feel like bow, I can't really tell if I like playing controller with bow or not. Like, there's some weapons where I'm cool playing the keyboard with it, and others I want the controller. And that's partially due to the fact that I didn't get a gaming PC or play, like, actual computer games until 2020 when I was in college. Before that, I was an Xbox Andy. Okay, where is the, Meowster dummy? Is it this? How do I unsheath my weapon? I don't really understand Focus Fire Hailstorm. The new combos are fucking weird, dog. How do I dash? R open. Oh, sidestep is spacebar. And how do I do a coding? R. I thought R took out my weapon. I always like that skill that decreased the amount of time it takes for you to sidestep. Hold aim and shoot and hit what your B button would be for you. It's the rain of arrows. Okay. I think I'm just gonna try controller. This shit was just too complicated for me. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to call my doggo. Wait, why am I on the dog? I want to leave. How do I get off? Wait, I can shoot on horseback? That's so goated. You can shoot while mounted? That's broken. That makes the bow kind of OP. Does it, like, limit what moves you can do? R does both? Okay. What does the tracer shot mean? What does that do? Yeah, what does the tracer shot do? How do you do the homing shot? You can't do, you can't full sprint or do the combos? Okay. Dragon Piercer combo. RT, B, B, YB. Is that the... Did I just do the Dragon Piercer combo? I don't know if I did. The arc, okay. So the arc shot, you have to do not a 9 spread shot in between 5. Do the Dragon Piercer. It's focus fire is your homing shot. So is the Dragon Piercer combo that I do the arc shot into the Dragon Piercer? Is that what that means? I can't really tell if I was doing it correctly. The homing shot is more likely to break parts. Okay. Did I do the combo? Arc shot in the B button spread shot, then into your supercharged shot. When you say supercharged, do you mean Dragon Piercer or just full charge? Oh no, my mommy Alma. Don't go straight for Dragon Piercer. I gotta get this down. I think I did it. That wasn't it. Okay. Arc B Dragon Piercer. Can you sidestep in the middle of that? I wonder. You want to use your focus mode with RB while aiming to do homing shots to your sparkles on the enemy. Okay. Oh, that's how you do that. Tracer combo. Damn, focus mode seems fucking broken, dude. Oh, that's Thousand Dragons. I think I Thousand Dragon comboed, but I can't really tell. I wish it told you if you did it. Maybe it is and we're just not hitting it. Okay, I think I actually did it. The timing is weird because I think you have to wait like 1 second until your animation resolves to shoot the shot. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong. I am kind of a noob. Okay, I think I get it. That's cool. So back in the old game, what you would do is you would go spread shot 2 times with the B button in order to utilize your power coatings and power it up as much as possible. And once you did that, then you would go for your charge shot if you're using power coatings. I wonder if that's still how it works.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go wherever you are, baby. Gather material for weapons and quests. If you've hunted a monster, you can hunt it again. Okay.
I'm happy to help anytime. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go with you, baby. Hey. Let's leave the islander behind, baby. How about just you and me?
We'll escort you back to your village.
No, I don't want to escort this fag back to his village, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, before I forget. Did you hear about provisions honey shortage? We should see if we can scrounge any up.
Provisions honey shortage? I'm sure if we get a loan, I could find some honey.
I know the perfect spot. I'll show you the way.
That would be amazing.
Well then, shall we? You're lucky. Most people don't know about the spot I'm taking you to.
I'll stay here for now.
Coating buildup in battle and are a resource that you get from just hitting peeps with arrows. So no grind for them. It's based on your bow. Yeah, no, I understand. But what I'm saying is, since I don't know if this is the same thing, but in World, when you had the power coating equipped, you know, I think you can get it up to 3 stacks. And after the 3rd stack, that's when your following arrows are going to do the most damage. So typically, the ideal thing to do with that is you go B spread shot, B power shot, then you've stacked up as quickly as possible. Then you do a sidestep charge shot, assuming you have the charms that increase your charge speed.
The whole valley is made of it. Right? Are you talking about gem chime stones? Gem chime stones.
I'm not sure how I feel about the focus shot yet, because the focus mode, it just makes it seem like it makes the game easier. And the thing about Monster Hunter that's so fun is it's so grindy and so difficult.
Wow, look at that.
Tread carefully.
I'm gonna love it, I assure you. Especially because it doesn't really do too much damage unless you're hitting an enemy wound directly. Okay. I do just like the animation for it. I think that's really cool. I need to get a wireless controller. Where the hell is this Moana looking ass dude? Well, like, taking us, bro.
You think so? We call it wind's gasp.
It definitely takes my breath away.
You take my breath away, baby. Hold on, guys. Not accidentally changed his
This is the spot.
avatar to Zoro. I'm switching him to
Over here.
I'm switching him to Broly immediately. Effective immediately. Oh no, I need to re-download the Broly pack. Fuck. Okay. In the meantime, I'm switching you to Teostra. And I will switch to... I'll be Magamalo. Alright, I'm Magamalo. I'll change it. I'll add back the Broly pack when I next disconnect the stream avatars. But I do like how we're just some boss ass boys right now. You know what they say about guys with big Monster Hunter avatars, right? Alma would know a lot about that.
Do you call that mountain wind's gasp?
No, that's just the emotion I feel when I'm with you. Look at this. This is the start of an amazingly blossoming relationship. Look at the way that we rub noses like Eskimos. Look at the way that she slightly tilts her head away from me. It's because she's playing hard to get. That's okay. See, now we're one. We're one head together. One mind. One soul. Alright. I need to get something out of your backpack. Don't mind me. Nothing's happening. I just want to get these extra coatings out of your backpack. It's okay? No worries. Okay, let me just come over here. Could you, like, I don't know, lift up your skirt a little bit, please? I think there's something in those leggings. I might have to check them out real quick. Whoa, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Getting a little crazy. Teleporting on me. It's a little bit freaky. There's a reason I brought this gas mask.
The world really is.
The honey shortage is no more, boys. Yeah.
It's so easy to forget that.
They have big weapons. That's facts. Guys with big Monster Hunter avatars have big weapons. Especially the bowman. Wait, I want to attack that monster over there. Hey. Carson, stop talking back to me. Come here. Where you at, you little palco? I want to attack that monster. I'm looking at you. Hey, Carson. Stop treating me like that. Who the hell is this guy? Oh, it's that guy. I thought we lost him. Damn. I'm here to take the honey and leave. The only reason we're coming to your town is because we need to ravage it for honey, and then we're going back to base. We're going to report, and we're going to take all the honey back to the head butch of the base camp. Director Butch will be very happy about this honey. Oh, the mission was actually to gather honey? I was actually just gathering the honey because I wanted to.
Yes.
Do you think I listened to orders from anyone other than the hedge Butch? Or my girl Alma? Hell no. I wanted to get that honey on my own behalf. It just so happens that you guys also wanted honey. So we knocked out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Completely forgot.
You're in for it now.
Yeah, Zato's gonna give me an earful.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Please, no.
Don't offer to help this
If
plebeian,
anything,
Alma.
It's me who owes you a favor.
You don't owe Alma anything. Stay away from here, buddy. Hey, Alma,
Starting to get nervous.
let me get my horse in between you and him. I don't like this. You're getting too close to that
I
islander.
don't wanna do anything
He's
to
dirty.
offend them.
He could have diseases.
It'll be fine. Just play it cool.
Just play it cool. Alma, move out of the way. I gotta target this guy real quick.
Good question.
Hey,
The guild
Alma, I
has
don't want to shoot you.
evidence of
I'm
any
going
kind
power
of
coding on this Yazar guy. Fuck, he moved his head. Hey, don't move your head like that, buddy. There we go. That's a one-in shot. That's just a flesh wound. You may or may not have your horse disabled and have to find your own way back. I don't trust these dirty islanders, see? I'm from the big base. Back in the big base, we don't take no schmucks for anything.
Sorry we're late.
Better late than dead.
She doesn't like you, pal. She'll learn to like me.
I had a run-in with a
Wait
giant
until I get the Magamalo
Might have been
armor.
its lunch if these
She'll have
people
no other
don't come
choice to bend over for me.
Hello, sir.
Or kneel
On
down.
behalf of the...
You have rescued my friends. For that I thank you.
This guy's your friend? I feel bad for you.
Your visit is ill-timed. I must ask you to leave.
But we owe them our hospitality. At least
One more thing, which I am sure you understand. The sacred are precious to our village.
Of course, they'll be returned to you at once.
Thanks for letting us use them.
We'll be going then.
I'll be taking this one as a prize.
We're going this way.
I saved your dirty islander
For
friends.
our destination.
I get to keep one secret.
Did you see that? The guards at the gates.
Oh my gosh, Alma.
Besides,
I'm so happy to get away from that plebeian islander.
what the... These are Balachi.
The Blachi?
Authorization.
Granted, the guild authorizes you to neutralize the threat.
Wait, why do you have to grant me authorization? I should be granting you authorization. No. Alma, keep the Balachi away from me. This is not an ideal first date.
It's coming from over there.
Oh my gosh. It's a woolly mammoth. Alma, get in front of me. I need to use you as a meat shield. Those breast implants should give us extra cover.
That thing is awfully close to the village.
All OGs of Monster Hunter know the most annoying thing about World was when you're trying to fight a monster and a useless monster gets into a turf war with it, like the Beatsbyash, and just starts bombing the entire area and stopping you from completing the mission in under 10 minutes.
Those villagers don't have weapons. This doesn't add up. They must have some means of keeping the monsters out.
They don't have nothing. The weak, Alma. We must leave them. We must ravage them for the honey and move on. It is the way of the head butch of Base Camp 1.
Almost there.
Stupid slow human legs.
Last one to the base camp has to give the other one head. Oh, I won.
Well, here we are. Home sweet home away from home.
It's too bad they didn't let us in the village.
Yeah, but I guess they have...
Those dirty islanders are prejudiced against the white man, the white hunter.
Good idea.
With all the new provisions, we'll be able to have honey for days. We'll be able to find a Winnie the Pooh bear. Hey, Coconut, how you doing, buddy? The biggest letdown of this game is they didn't make an option to pet Coconut. I find that very annoying.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Hey there, Mr. Jack.
A little bird.
I've
told
got
me
some
you needed
fine
some
honey. If you could repay me with 500 schmeckles, I'd appreciate it. Nothing's free. Everything comes with a price.
You're literally a lifesaver. This is for your trouble.
Oh my gosh. Turns out Provision Master Jack is a fucking brokey. He could have given us a couple schmeckles, but instead he's giving us a portable barbecue grill. That's so ass. I remember the barbecue grill was like literally like the most useless thing in the game.
I was really starting to sweat. Speaking of, where are those furry transporters? They should have been here by now. Either way, can I interest you in something?
I'll take that. I'll take that there eagle off your hands, sir. You don't need it anymore.
Take your time and browse.
So coatings you don't actually have to buy. I remember you used to have to buy coatings.
Collection's not bad, huh? All right, we're here if you need anything.
Yo, Hunter! Come over here. I need to talk to you for a sec.
It's not nice to catcall a hero.
I've got some materials you can use. How about you put them to good use and upgrade that weapon of yours?
I see 2 materials there right on your chest. I'll use them immediately. You know, there's a reason I came over here with such a mask, because I did. It's for motorboating, you see. I'm a boat driver, and I would really like to motorboat you.
Anything catch your eye?
In fact, 2 things caught my eye, little lady.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty.
Everyone loves a woman who's good with the stones.
Perfection.
You know what they say about a woman who's good with the stones and good with the kiln, right? She's good with other things. A woman who's good with her hands can be used for a lot nowadays. Especially for a fancy hunter like yourself. Okay, yeah, we don't have the bone tree. It doesn't look like there's anything else we can unlock. Did it auto-equip our weapon? Extends the range in which ammos and air... okay. Have maximum power, that's cool.
You can find more of this stuff from deposits poking up out of the ground.
I see a deposit right there in front of my eyes.
They're loaded with all kinds of goodies I can use to upgrade your gear, and you're gonna need it.
What a coincidence.
We have no
You seem
idea
to be
what's
loaded
out
up
there,
with
so
some
best
goodies
to
yourself.
Carry a big stick, as they say.
Oh, I sure do carry a big stick.
So if you need anything,
In
you know
fact,
where to
several.
find me.
And I'm not just talking about my arrows.
Hey, over here.
So do coatings just refresh over time? Is that how coatings work? Oma. Not in front of the little butch boy. I told you. There's a time and a place. And that time is now, over there in the tent, yonder. Hey, butch boy. Get out of here, son. I've got some things to do involved with the birds and the bees. I'll tell you about it when you're older. But for now, I need you to walk over there behind that rock and count to 500.
Can I talk to you right quick?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to talk to you in that there tent.
It's about the support team. They should have been here by now. I mapped out what their route ought to be. From the desert, they'd enter the grasslands and...
I mapped out my map right there. I mapped out my route right there, too.
Come on.
Be careful out there, Hunter.
It starts with your lips and ends with the kill of a Magamalo.
The timing, the direction, it must be them.
Hurry.
We're off to hunt some monsters, the wonderful monsters of Oz. In the land they called so vibrant and open, but actually, it's all just a desert. The high-resolution texture pack didn't do it any justice. Carson, that's some fine meat there. Might we plunder those little guys and take that meat home for Mama? No, Carson, we want the meat. Carson, if those little guys get away with the meat, we'll be eating you tonight from the provisions. That honey ain't gonna go as far as the provision master said.
Why don't they just put the meat down?
You see, me, I'm from Indian territory. In Indian territory, we don't let any speckle of meat go to waste. We eat it all.
Get on! Hurry!
Well, golly gee,
Out to it.
We can
You're
talk about it
right.
later. We have to follow them.
that right there is the support team. Hop on, little lady.
Find somewhere safe.
We'll meet up later.
Hopefully not. know if it's just me, but I already hate this Yazar guy. Yazar reminds me of... Let me tell you about Yazar. Yazar is essentially what happens when Jar Jar Binks and Usopp from One Piece have a meth baby. A fentanyl baby, in fact. Oh no, they're getting away with our food. Go get 'em, mama. That right there is our plunder. They can take on the Quimitrice. We'll take home the meat. We eat at Arby's. We like their roast beef. The guild has authorized me to use lethal force on those little rapscallions for taking our meat. Wait, why am I checking the supply items? I need to put stuff on my my D-pad. I do like that you can just run around in circles and stall. That's pretty funny. Oh, we got the binoculars. I'm gonna need those next time I talk to the armory lady. Not so fast, little doggy. Oh, that was badass. I did a jump shot. They might as well start calling me Dirk. Hell no, we ain't calling in that SOS flare. That right there is some cheetah talk. I got myself a cheetah in the form of my palico. I do like that you get a horse now. That's actually pretty badass, because it just speeds up the movement of the game, which was such an annoyance. Wait, how the hell did I just do that? Wait, why am I throwing a net at this guy? What's the point of that? Is that for, like, fish? Wait, why can't I do... I'm trying to do the fucking dragon beat shit. Oh no. We got a bogey on the trail, boys. We need to get out of here. Give me one of them there potions, son. Wait, why did I die? I was literally pressing X to use a potion and he just kept pulling out my weapon. What the hell?
Gotcha, bitch!
I got carded on the first level of the game, bro? Come on, man. I'm an expert hunter. Don't do me like that, son.
We've been given more supplies. Check your sacred's pouch.
I know this is an unpopular opinion, but personally, I actually just hated the clutch claw. I know a lot of people like the clutch claw. I actually hated it. I felt like it was an action. The reason I hated it is because there was a rhyme and a reason for using it, but it felt so forced upon you because it did so much damage, and I didn't like that it just had an added mechanism to the game and just like changed the way the game was played. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought it was like sometimes cool, but really in a party, it would just get very confusing if you had more than one person on it.
Same goes for monsters.
And plus, when you were in a party, most of the Neanderthals didn't know to like let you bring down the monster. So you're like trying to bring it down, and there's just a guy sabotaging you. And I can't tell you how many times where it was like, okay, this is a hard monster. I really need to bring in an SOS flare. But the other person is literally just sabotaging the person who's trying to take down the monster with the clutch claw. That it just like invalidated the purpose of the flare. Oh no, boys, that bogey's getting away. Hunting horns got nerfed when the game came out because people were using it as a secondary weapon and putting it away for their main weapon. Oh, that is kind of shitty, man. I didn't even know that. I hate how they do, like, I hate how they do the nerfs because in World, there was a big thing where I was a heavy bowgun and light bowgun main. I forget which one of them it was, but they realized that like the slicing ammo was really busted for speed running, so they just nerfed the entire weapon to the ground to where there was basically no reason to use it over using like a bow, and it made me so fucking mad, dude. because like I enjoyed the playstyle so much, and it wasn't really that OP. It was just like, dude, why do speedrunners matter more than the player base who enjoys the game, right? That's not the average person. Like, less than 1% people will be a Monster Hunter speedrunner. Oh, wait, I have a... Okay. I have a bombs. La Bamba. It's time for La Bamba.
I've set a bomb. Bomb set.
La Bamba. My favorite thing about playing bowgun was being the guy who just keeps putting the monster to sleep and then comes over with 2 mega barrel bomb, 2 large bomb, and if everyone communicated you get them to put down bombs, then you go for a whatever the power shot is for the you put down the mines, and then you just hit them with like a 6 times damage. Yeah, you hit them with like a 6 times damage attack with the mega barrel bombs and the sleep bonus. The sleep bonus was just the sleep arrows were just, or ammo was my favorite thing, man. I love to just sleep them, do the 6x damage, and then just run away and put them to sleep again, or paralyze them, same thing. Let's go. First monster slain. Easy kill for the Dark Maga Knight. Yes, sir, baby. You know how we be. Your boy is definitely getting topped up by Alma tonight. I'm bringing back a Quamatrice. Let me sit next to you, baby. Yeah, you research that. I'll research this right here. I'll research this. Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. I'm researching. Researching. We're going to need to call in the support team for this one, boys. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to emote. You think they just nerfed self-buffing? Not crazy, but still a nerf? Okay. Those combos make strategy possible. It's sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun to play this game with another person, and you both have roles. This might sound kind of evil, but one of my favorite things to do in the game was I would play, is playing with my brother. Because he would play with the Switchblade. Is it the switch axe or... Okay. Yeah, he would play with the switch axe or whatever. And I would play with the bow gun. And what would happen is he would be going up to trying to do his combo to where he like slams the monster and jumps on top of it. And every time he would do that, I would be spamming slicing ammo. And the slicing ammo, for some reason, has a knockback that will knock back friendly people. So my brother would just keep getting knocked off, knocked like 5 feet away in the middle of his combo and fuck up his charge and be like, dude, get this fucking slicing ammo out of here. I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I'm breaking parts. It's okay. And I would just be like dying laughing. You're like, bro, fucking stop this shit. This is so an AIDS. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Slicing ammo is just OP, man. I don't know what to tell you. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not using slicing ammo anymore. I'm using the mortar ammo. It's okay. And that even has an even higher knockback. I remember we were playing Monster Hunter Rise one time, and I'm specifically just lining up the mortar shot as he's like trying to switch axe combo. It was so funny.
Great work, Hunter. Oh, and the support team made it to base camp safely.
Homie drop support
Great.
team inbound.
Let's head
Let go.
back.
We're back to the Village of Whispers, boys. Magamalo on Teostra are on the hunt, boys. This is how we roll. Thanks, Yesai. You saved everyone. Well, that is debatable, sir.
I thought you might need these sacred.
I thought you might need
You
the
look after them,
secret.
won't you?
Yes, I do need those. I do not need you, though. You know what
Are
they
you
say?
sure?
Four is a crowd.
Bird and
This
your
story is just about me and all, my buddy.
They belong with you. I've never met more capable and deserving writers.
Every
And I
time
had
I see
Gemma
the
make you
zoomed
the
in
salad.
close up of Alma, I just think to myself, you
sure
so
did.
fucking
Even added a
perfect
holster so you
when
can
you
carry an
smile.
additional weapon.
Then I see this whore and I'm like, get a fucking OnlyFans. You need to get away from the armory. You can equip a primary and a secondary weapon. Oh wow.
That'll come in handy.
So that's what you're talking about.
And one more thing. I was wondering if
I was
you'd
wondering
like
if you'd like to visit
home.
my home. No, sir.
Since Zato is out, my grandmother told me now would be a great time to pay back the favor I owe.
We'd love to, thank you.
We'd love to. No.
Great.
This is why you
I'll
can't
be
let
waiting
women
until you're
speak
ready
for
to
you
go.
guys. They make dumb decisions, like saying that
by the
you
way,
guys are willing to
everyone's
go
been
over
asking
to
about you.
such and such's house that you're actually not really trying to do, but you were just trying to be nice and not be a dick, and she just speaks for you. Oh my gosh, we're Hunter Rank 2, boys. We're Hunter Rank 2.
You think they might know about my village?
We can ask, but remember to be respectful.
That's how I know we wouldn't fight over ladies.
Okay.
The smithy is mine. Right on, brother. Right on. You got the smithy, bro. I know your style. I know your style. You got the smithy, bro. I've actually never fought over a girl in my entire life. I honestly think it's like,
If not, you can do so in the tent over
for
there.
me, any
You can
guy,
also choose the same type
any
of
one of
weapon
my
with your
close
primary and
friends,
secondary.
if they're like
Depending on the
doing something
situation,
with a
that could
girl
come in handy.
or have done something with a girl in the past, that girl automatically becomes like disgusting to me. Not like in a way where like I'm not willing, like I'm willing to like talk to them, but I just can't like see them in like a sexual way if my good friend has like hooked up with them or was in a relationship with them, because I just think that's like kind of messed up, partially like from a religious context and also from like that's just gross. But then I have so many friends who are when we were younger, they're like, yeah, like let's run a train. I'm like, no, that sounds really gross. Or they'll be like, bro, you hooked up with that girl too? No way, me too. I'm like, that's very scary. Okay, I would not do that. In fact, one of my friends did something with this one girl years ago, and now my other homie has a baby with her. Not my cup of tea, baby. Not my cup of tea. Okay, we can finally get the meals. Oh my gosh. This is what I've been waiting for. I actually do not play this game to hunt monsters. The only reason I play is to see how realistic the food is. Thank you. Thank you for saying, ooh, train. That's just facts. There were just so many times where my,
You keeping stock?
like mainly in high school, when people I was friends with would be doing that, or like ask me if I want to do such a thing, and I'm like, no, that's gross. There was actually one specific situation where there was this girl that like I actually like was like trying to date, and then later on, like, these other people wanted to like have this girl over and like all go like one after another, like 4 or 5 guys, and I just like ended up leaving because I was like, that's fucking disgusting. I'm out, bud. You cook your food in the tent with your rations? Shouldn't Alma be making the food for us? Like, I'm over here killing the monsters, and I have like a really sick vest and face mask, but what is she really providing? I guess you could say the same thing about most women. Modern women. Our mothers used to provide a lot of value, but the modern day women, since the OnlyFans creation, the value is drastically decreased. Let's be real. You're lucky if you can find a woman who will make you a nice steak.
Greetings, Hunter. I'm happy to inform you that we've laid the groundwork for our monster studies.
Oh shit, this guy is back. I don't know if it's the same guy, but I think this is the guy from the monster species.
Hunter like you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Here, take this field guide.
Alma Winch, get over here and make me a sandwich. That's facts. I dodged a missile, for real, bro. Didn't you hear guys work full-time expected to hold up romantics and cook and clean? That's actually, like, crazy. That's actually just so true. You know, like, I wouldn't consider myself, like, a misogynist, but I wouldn't consider myself a person who is willing to call out bullshit. And that is, like, really, like, prominent. Like, the people... My brother's 18 years older than me, and... the people in his generation, like, are not in that situation. But the people in my generation, or, you know, our generation, are definitely in that situation. It's like, it's so difficult to find a woman who's willing to actually do those basic things because they don't really have to anymore, because they get put on such a pedestal based off of social media that they feel like they deserve better, right? They're like, well, why should I do these basic things that, you know, that women have done for men for hundreds of years when I have a guy on Instagram who's DMing me to fly me out to the Bahamas, and then his maid can just do those things. Now that every girl has instant access to, you know, like the top 1% people, even though that those people aren't taking them seriously, even if they just get like a DM from like Drake and nothing happens, they instantly start seeing it as, okay, I should not settle for anything less than this, when the reality is those like type of luxuries are outside the realm of possibility for 99% of the population. It's really sad. Because back in the day, women used to do, you know, things for their partner because they wanted to help their partner. Now, that is not the case.
You'll note that it's current. I took the liberty of filling it in based on your reports. Carry on.
You used to have to treat them a little class trashy and they just forget their standards. Yeah. I read this book about it, and it explained it very well. It talks about how the so like the world's longest standing trade or the world's longest standing contract is between the man and the woman. So for hundreds of years or thousands of years, depending on how long you personally believe the world has been around, traditionally what would happen up until the past, like, basically 20-30 years is that women would trade sex, children, if the man wants to, and, you know, supporting the man in ways that make his life easier in exchange for protection and security. Well, nowadays, because women have more opportunities and easier ways to make money than men, the trade agreement no longer works because of, you know, the equality and the pedestal and the access to, you know, thousands of guys at their disposal to choose from. That trade agreement no longer works. So now if you really want to like confirm that this girl is going to stay with you, you really have to be like 99 in every single stat most of the time. Like, obviously there is a small chance that you are able to find a girl from a small town that is not integrated into that world and that lifestyle, but that is very, very unlikely. I feel a man's expectations have to be a strong point more than the woman's in the relationship to balance the dynamic, because they have the choice and we have the power. Yeah, that's very true. You have to be the leader, not in every sense, but in a lot of situations you do. And that's where the issue arises, is that now women, this is one of the reasons why it's more difficult in the dating world today, is because women have more choices than men in everything, and they have easier access to gaining money. And the reality is that girls would strongly prefer to have a partner that earns more than them, and or garnishes a higher social economic status. And when a girl can just turn 18, make an OnlyFans, or make an Instagram, get famous, or get, you know, $10,000 a month, it drastically lowers their options to find a man that they would be interested in, because most men who are getting a job based off of their merit and not by basically being given to them are not going to be able to earn that level of fame instantly, or that level of financial freedom. You know, for most men, unless you're a trust fund baby, even if you are able to obtain that at some point in your life, it's going to take years and years of work. Whereas the opportunities and ways that women have available to potentially obtain those circumstances for their life can happen almost instantly for them. You know, like, for example, and this is something that I've talked about to a lot of people, because I'm very in depth about the strategies of YouTube, the strategies of marketing, which I have a degree in, and you know, just like social media marketing. It is drastically different to be a YouTuber or a content creator as a man versus a woman. It's not even comparable. Like, it's not even comparable. And this is why, if you ever see a video on YouTube of someone saying, this is how to get your first 100,000 followers. This is how to get your first 1,000 followers. This is how I became partnered on YouTube in a month. It is possible that if the person who's making that video is a woman, it is possible that that person is an expert in that area, and that there is merit to the strategies that person is trying to convey to the audience. But there is no way to know whether that person garnished that level of success based on their strategies being viable, or if they are just attractive, and that is why people are clicking on the video. Because realistically, if you're a woman, it's so easy for you to become a high-level, top percent content creator in many, many niches. For example, this game that we are playing right now is mostly played by the large populace of males. And so if you're a woman, you just start streaming Monster Hunter, which has a large cult following behind it, you are going to instantly garner success and attention just by being one of the few women that is actually in this niche that is largely succumbed by males, because people are just going to be attracted to that. When in all reality, you may have a shitty webcam. You may not provide any additional value. You may not even be funny. But just because there's so few women in this male niche, you're just going to be able to easily garnish success. You know, there's so many women who don't even like, who have like really shitty video editing, and they're recording it on an iPhone, but they're making $10,000 a month, and the content doesn't even have to be sexual. There's this one girl I know who gets millions of views, and she's honestly like, I would consider her a 5 or a 6, but she also does not really do anything to make herself look attractive. Like, she has like a nose ring and doesn't wear makeup, and basically all she does is she goes to the casino and takes these short videos where she doesn't even show herself gambling. She just shows herself like a close-up of her face and says, all right guys, just got done at blackjack, we're going in with $20. All right, lost $10 at blackjack, heading to craps. Okay, we went up $15 on craps, let's go. This was my night at the casino. They're not even showing gambling, and this person isn't even trying to sexualize themselves. But because this person is just a woman, they don't even have to provide value. They're just getting millions of views for a contentless video, and it's actually crazy. That's why whenever I started doing my anime convention videos, I created a lucrative strategy where the way that I get people to watch the video is I interview girls who are attractive, wearing hot cosplay outfits, and then what that does is I utilize their picture in the thumbnail, and it causes people to click on the video because they see a hot girl. Then once they are on the video, they realize that I'm funny and that I'm providing value, and they finish the full video and continue to watch other videos. But if I was not using women to get people to give the video a chance, then none of these people would ever find me. Because most people who watch videos on a streaming platform, they have 5 to 10 people that they watch at most on a regular basis, and they're not necessarily going out of their way to find new people to watch. So if you want to get someone to watch your content when you're not a pre-established person in the market, then you need to do something that's going to get them to give your content a chance. And I think one of the fastest ways to do that is by utilizing women to get them to click on the video, and then once they realize you're providing value, they're going to stick around. But if you're not doing something like that, they're not going to ever find out whether you're providing value or not. You're not even going to get that far. You feel like women are content themselves even to other women? I'm not really sure I understand that, but okay.
Ready to go?
You're ready to go? I guess so, buddy.
Great. My village awaits. Okay then, ready to go.
Whoa, these are harder to handle than they look.
How many sacred do your people have?
Lots of them, adults and hatchlings too. But training them is a lot of work, and only those who put in the practice can join the Vanguard.
So then, Sato...
Yes, he leads the Vanguard.
And we're gate crashing while he's away. What's not to like about this plan?
So, how did you know where to find us before?
I was on my way to your camp to give you the sacred when they picked up your scent. I didn't even have to find you. They did. Greetings, brother. May we enter?
Greetings, brother.
Greetings. I'll tell the elder you're here.
Content as in video content? Okay.
This way, friends.
You think women are
you very
content
much.
themselves? I honestly don't. I'm not really interested in most content that women are creating, I'll be honest. Like, number one, I really don't like watching videos of women, like, doing stupid things where they're showing off their body.
What's that sound?
Because as a Christian man,
Pretty.
I prefer to stay away from
It's the
pornography
Gentiles. They keep the monsters out of the
and
village.
like sexual things of that nature that would tempt me to do things that I'm not interested in doing.
Come on.
And that is a lot of what the content that these women are doing, you know, like gym content. You're not lifting heavy weight, but you're wearing leggings and doing squats,
all the fuss
and there's your
about?
content.
Who's that? What's
There's a few women that are content creators that I respect. Mostly they are
I guess
political
they
people,
really haven't
but I'm
seen a
mostly
wedding
never
before.
watching them by themselves. I do find it entertaining when some women come on to another person's show, but I also just have like a very
I'll tell my family to start getting everything ready for you.
I have a very high level for humor because I would consider myself a pretty big comedian.
Not at all.
So it takes a lot to
Actually,
make me
this
laugh,
might be a good
and I think
chance to
most
talk
women
to
just
the
are not funny.
villagers. I want to ask them about Nata.
I'll have a look around.
Okay. We'll meet up later.
You just mean appealing to the general obvious? Well, yeah, because a lot of men can't. The large majority of men,
Come on, Alma.
I'm pretty sure they're
All right, but remember what I said about being respectful.
I forgot what the exact
Whoa! Check out this.
the exact number is, but I'm pretty sure 60 or 70% of all men,
It's like they're preparing for
like
something.
18 to 40
Look, Alma,
in the U.S.,
sacred eggs.
like 60 or 70% of them
A hatchery.
have not
Be still.
had sex in the last 3 years. So like the large portion of men who are like consuming this content are also the men who are susceptible
To be busy.
to clicking on a link to an OnlyFans or to a pornography website. But for me,
Storm will be here soon.
I
Come,
just try to stay away from that stuff in general
that
because
shows
it's gonna make me think about
much about you.
that kind of stuff, and I don't want to be tempted by that. I've made you laugh at least 5
What's
times. That's what we
wrong?
like to hear, baby.
Be at ease.
I actually have
You can make yourself comfortable right there.
I have a comedy skit that I want to perform on Kill Tony. I don't know if you've ever heard of Kill Tony. It's basically if you guys have never heard of it, it's like a comedy show that you can
Can we speak to the elder of this
like a
village?
comedy club. You show up and you sign up for it.
Be well.
Anybody can sign up. You sit in the
I've
back,
heard how you saved Noah
and
and
Tony
his son.
Hinchcliffe, he has on these other celebrities, just random celebrities, whoever wants to come on,
Thank you for inviting us into your village.
and he'll pull a certain amount of
I wish we
people's
could
names
live
out of a hat.
But the sand
If your name gets called,
cockroaches
you go up to the mic and
we
you
are
have 60
busy
seconds
waiting for
to
the
do a
snow.
stand-up routine. And
The
after that,
sands come alive
him
this
and the
time of
guests
year,
will give you feedback.
like a wild
And I have a
beast
really good,
bristling with lightning.
Stand-up routine that I
Once your business
have been
here is
practicing because
concluded,
someday I do
you
want to
should
do that because
find
I live in
yourself
Oklahoma and Kill Tony's in Texas,
Before that,
so it's not that
I'd
far
like to
for
ask
me
you
to
something.
go to in Austin.
Have you ever heard
I
of
think like
people
5
known
hours.
as the Keepers?
But
We're trying to locate this boy's home.
basically,
Keepers?
the gist of my stand-up
No,
routine
I can't
is
say the
about,
name is familiar.
making fun of
You're so young.
gingers
How did
and
you-
making fun of DEI.
Forgive me. I should
Because
have
what I
asked
realized
such painful
from studying like great comedians
It's all
is
right.
that
Thank you so much for your time.
in general, I've made a lot of funny videos where people, like a lot of woke people, don't like me because they think that like I'm like I have this one guy who I've been friends with for a long time, but he's extremely fucking liberal, and I would consider myself more so of a right-leaning libertarian. I mean, but I'm registered Republican, but that doesn't really matter. I would consider myself a very fair and like understanding person. Like I agree with a lot of things that old school Democrats say. But so I had made some videos about like I made a short making fun of the people who were talking about the them eating the geese, because there was like a real police report of someone calling the police because people were eating the geese at his pond and throwing them in the back of a truck in Ohio, the Haitian immigrants. So I made this short about like, hey, oh shit, did you hear that? That's a real life police call of people talking about geese being stolen from a pond and throwing them in the back of the truck. That sounds kind of serious. Maybe someone should check that out. And then I play this other character where I'm pretending to be a fact checker at Meta, and I like switch back and forth between both characters. It's really fucking funny. A lot of people thought it was hilarious, but this liberal guy and a couple other liberal people were like, dude, you're they're like, I think you didn't get this job, bro, because you're not being bipartisan. And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I'm not attacking anyone for being in a certain like belief system. I didn't say like fuck you. I just want to make fun of everyone, you know? And so to tie this back into what I was saying about my routine is what I realized is if you want to be a legendary comedian and you want to make fun of everyone, you need to understand how to effectively make fun of yourself. If you can get people to laugh at you for making fun of yourself, you can get them to laugh at you for saying anything. So, like, if I make fun of myself for being a ginger, then I can make a Jewish joke, and it'll be okay, you know? Obviously, some wokies might not like it, but that'll make it even more funny. But that's basically the premise of my routine. As I start off by making fun of myself for being a ginger, then I go into the ginger side, which is, if you've never heard of this, basically at Disney, number one, in their shareholders meeting, they literally revealed that they have something called a not-so-secret gay task force, which is responsible for adding in gay themes to children's movies. But not only that, if you look at online, look up the ginger side, it is a collection of every single character that was originally ginger and has since been replaced with a black or light-skinned person. And it's like 100 fucking like characters, like iconic characters, like Richie Rich, Jim Gordon, Starfire, Velma, or Daphne. Like, it's literally all these people who were gingers, and they got replaced by a black person. And it's called the ginger side. And they're basically trying to persecute my people. And, see, this is why I'm allowed to make fun of everyone equally. Is because a lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually a part of the smallest minority in the world. Because less than 2% of people in the world have red hair, you know? And my people have been persecuted long enough. I'll send it to you. And I think it's really funny.
Welcome.
You're running a D&D campaign for a YouTuber? That's goated.
We're travelers from the West.
My brother, he was actually a part of a thing where
Yes, of course. You help my
basically,
friends. Tell me how I can help, and I shall.
basically he was a part of a Dungeons and Dragons group with this guy,
Thanks.
I forgot what his name was, but this guy is a professional dungeon master, and he had like a Twitch that, or like multiple streams that were doing really well, and he would live stream their games and stuff, kind of like the Critical Role
We
people.
hope you enjoy the meal we prepared.
So my brother was like a part of a show for D&D, and my brother is even more funny than me. And what's funny about what he does is his delivery system, because he's really good
It looks so tasty.
at telling a joke.
Thank you.
Then he starts laughing at his own joke, and from the way that he's laughing at his joke and like the expressions he does, it just makes you laugh. Like,
Help yourselves.
for me, it's really hard for someone to get me to like laugh out loud, like dying laughing, and he's one of the only people that can.
It's so fragrant. Do you use a special kind of flower?
I don't know about special, but it pairs well with the beans.
Here you go.
All right,
Thank
I
you.
just sent you a link of the geese video. You're gonna find this hilarious. Bro, that food looks so good. I'm not even gonna lie, guys.
Like home cooking.
That cooking looks so badass. I may have to leave and go get some food and come back. Bro, my character is enjoying the food and I can't. This is BS, bro. Oh yeah, slurp that up, baby.
Thank you for the delicious meal. We're very grateful. And when you were so busy, too.
Nonsense. We're delighted to have you.
Bro, these islanders know about that good slop, if you know what I'm saying, man. Who's gonna... Okay, let's be real. If you're the person who, during this campaign, asked the question, do you know anything about Nada's home? The logical conclusion to me is that you're bi-curious. And or you're also in a gay biker gang. Like, that's the only reason you would ask that prompt.
They sighted a monster with a long, thick.
All of the
fur
base
near
chads are gonna say we sighted a large monster, you know? That's just the most base thing to say.
They never used to venture out of the forest.
There's a forest?
Yes, up the river and beyond the grasslands.
I'm not even trying to be a dick,
We've
but
been
that guy
encountering
just has
the
such a
Shagum a lot
punchable
recently.
face.
They attack our livestock, so we keep them penned up here.
Eagle jump scare, that's the best part, bro.
The gem chimes protect us.
That's the best part.
A bunch of ornaments make you feel safe?
Yes, you see.
Usa,
this region is home to a
Usa.
creature that even the Doshaguma fear. And it just so happens that the gem chime stones sound a lot like that monster.
And that's enough of a deterrent. Interesting.
The gem chime stones go kind of hard, though. Let's end this conversation.
I suppose we'll take our leave now.
We've given this
Thank you
dork
for
enough
the
screen
wonderful
time,
food
bro.
and company.
There's
Oosh.
no rush for you to leave.
That's very kind, but we know how much preparing you have to do for the sandstorm.
Thanks for the grub. Best I've had in ages.
Wait, why did the armory master come along?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's start heading back to base camp.
Honestly, if we could, like, drop off the little butch boy at Diddy's place, I'd feel so much better about our mission.
So, what's next?
Let's head to the forest.
He has a kickable face, and I've never felt that before.
Right, and maybe we should look into the Doshaguma.
There's a first
while
time
we're
for
at it.
everything, baby.
But for today, let's rest. We can start our investigation fresh tomorrow.
Yeah, let's rest in the
That
tent
doesn't ride
alone.
with me. How about we meet up on the path to the forest and go from there?
Perfect. See you all tomorrow then.
Is it just me? Or did they, like, go out of their way to make the little boy as feminine as possible? Like, I'm not even trying to, like, harp on that shit. But it's like, they just did everything they could in this game to make the little boy as feminine as possible,
Properly before heading to a new area.
and to make every other girl, besides the armory master and Elma, to look like a butch dyke. I don't understand why. I feel like one of the reasons this game took so long to come out is because the shareholders kept putting so much pressure on them to add in more diversity to the game. You feel like they tried to make him childish by making him seem way too timid? Well, they just made him look like he's a fucking girl, dude. Like, he just has girl features. You hope he grows balls later and wants to be a hunter? I hope that he undergoes a transgender surgery. It seems more lore accurate.
Well, what can I do for you?
Bro, just walking around and seeing all these people who have, like, way more badass setups than us, it actually makes me sad. Like, dude, I feel like less of a man because this dude looks like the Black Knight, and I just look like a fag. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm wearing a gas mask and a girl's top, and this guy just looks like he just skinned Nergigante alive. Operatic Convict, thank you for getting yourself banned. I appreciate you, bro. This is why I hate Twitch. They will flag someone in your chat as a suspicious ban evader, and then they won't just automatically ban that person. If you have to put a flag on someone's account and it says suspicious ban evader, just fucking ban them. They can put an appeal to unban themselves. Oh yeah, I do need to get some new gear. Ooh, Gesture Set Volume 1. Who is paying to buy Palico edit vouchers? Like, really, bro? Like, depending on what your costume is for the Palico, you're not even going to be able to see all the features. Like, who is spending money to get a Palico change voucher? Honestly, that's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. The game costs $70, and they're going to charge you for a character, like, alteration voucher.
Hey.
They selling you that snake oil? Facts. Like, honestly, if they wanted to get my money, all they would have to do is add in, like, a paid love scene with Alma or a paid texture pack that makes women's ass and tits more detailed. I don't know if it's just me, but there's just something about the start of this game that has not, like, directly pulled me into the game and made me feel addicted as Monster Hunter World did. Am I wrong for that? Like, I'm not saying the game isn't going to get better, but there's nothing immediately that has, like, hooked me. Like, I could take a break right now and not feel bad at all. Whereas with World, I was just addicted hardcore immediately. Bro, I can't even upgrade to the kilometer tree, bro. Come on. Oh, wait, this has focus? I think focus is really good.
Ready to get to work? Alrighty.
World was everything at the start. I feel that. Facts. Like,
Perfection.
honestly, in World, I was addicted up until I got to the Anjanath fight. When I got to the Anjanath fight and realized you had to, like, grind hella, it did make me want to take a break because it was tilting, but I was still addicted. Like, they hook you from the beginning, and the story was compelling. Maybe it's just because they've introduced, like, multiple annoying characters from the get-go, and I'm not really, like, centering this, like, dude, if they would have just brought this Yasar guy in as, like, an off-side quest later in the game, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they've just kind of centered the first couple chapters of the game around a character that really has had no development and really isn't that interesting. And if he does become interesting later on, they could have done a better job at, like, making him interesting from the get-go. Oh yeah, increase the fill rate for weapons with gauges and the charge rate for weapons with charge effects. I remember, you want to get 3 levels of focus. Focus is like one of the best skills for bows. Home doesn't feel as homey in this game, that's facts. And maybe that's because World was so good that our expectations are too high for this game. Like, I think part of the issue is it doesn't feel like there are enough noticeable changes to where the amount of time that it took for the game to come out feels warranted, right? Like, for the most part, it feels like a lot of the problems that people had in World, like just the quality of life problems, are still in this game. And I haven't really been introduced to many new features outside of the focus mode and the carrying a second weapon and riding the horse. And that doesn't feel like it's warranted for us waiting 5 years for this game to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if the game came out in 2 years, people would be a lot less dissatisfied. Because, like, the game runs horribly. I have a really good setup, and the game also just looks like shit in some areas and is buggy as hell. They've been through multiple betas. Like, they've been going through betas for like 7 months. Maybe closed betas even longer. There's no excuses for someone with a high specs PC to be having these issues. Like, when my screen just randomly went black, I'm not even running the game on Ultra. I'm not even using the high resolution texture pack. And it's not because my PC can't handle it. It's because the game just bugs the fuck out. There's more features you open later. I mean, that's cool. I'll be right back. You're waiting in the blizzard for the bus? Oh, fuck, man. I'll pray for you. That's actually, that actually sounds very bad. I'm sorry. Do you not have a car? Where's the forest? Where is that? Is that in the camp? Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Am I going the right way? Well, I can talk to Alma. You're here to help? Can you service me?
Happy to help anytime.
Brother, I pray that the bus comes to you in quick time. God takes care of his soldiers. We may be able to get some information from the people here. Fuck these people. We're headed to the forest, baby. I can't even go there? That's whack. Where did I go? Oh, fuck. This is confusing as hell. I wish I could just fast travel over here. I thought we were supposed to go over here because we haven't been here before. Do you not have access to a car, bro?
We should try not to get in their way.
Or do you just like live in a place that it's not worth it to have a car? Because like my aunt and uncle, they live in Chicago, and like they have a car, but like my aunt, she lives in a building that like an apartment or a condo that she ended up purchasing after years. And right outside of that apartment / condo is the church that she's a pastor at. So like there's really not a big reason for her to need a car. And I know some people don't really need a car for that reason. So we need to go to Area 10. No! Wait, is this the right way? I thought it was leaving me in a terrible place. You can't get a car yet. It's not very worth to because you can get anywhere. Well, I really appreciate your donation from yesterday. The fact that you're willing to give a donation, no matter the size, and you don't even have a car, that is a very noble sacrifice and tells me a lot about your character. Fuck, dude, I don't care about the Chotacabra. This stupid animal just keeps taking me the wrong direction, bro. Am I going the right way? Is this 12? Alright, I'm going the right way. I don't like how the numbers just don't really like, they're not shown that big on the mini-map until you get close. I appreciate the people in your life. Well, I appreciate you, brother. You should join the Discord so that we can play this game when you're available sometime. I'll add you as a friend. It'd be cool if we could have like a server. I'll probably make a channel in the Discord for like the dedicated Monster Hunter group or whatever you call it, like the I guess it's called a squad or something, and that way people can just see like who's online and link up. That'd be based.
I don't see Gemma and Nata yet. Let's wait here.
Sorry, we got held up.
That's okay. We're all here now.
Like tree ninjas? Oh, triple gangers!
Did either of you get any sleep at all?
So, I heard Astrum unit set out to the forest ahead of us to set up a camp.
Yeah, I heard the same.
These guys seem like they're always one step ahead.
You think you can join my team through the hunter code? Okay. Well,
So,
I hate to say this, but
gonna be like?
I actually really need to go get food in a minute. That meeting just like took way too fucking long, dude. So I was planning on doing like one more quest and then going to get food. I think part of the reason why I haven't been as locked into this game as the others is I feel like it's not really like immediate action like World. Like this was just filled up with cutscenes in the beginning where it's like some parts I really appreciated. I appreciated our character and the voice acting that our character does and other people. I didn't appreciate all of the filler stuff that kind of like didn't immediately hook us, but maybe that's about to come. If you want, I'll give you my Steam. Let me send you my Steam name so you can just add me as a friend.
So much diversity. Look at the
So much
size.
diversity, so much DEI.
why, though? It'll be a fun mystery to unravel.
Over here.
Oh, you're on Xbox? Okay, I got you. Okay, I respect it though. I played World a lot on Xbox. And then
So the forest is full of symbiotic
by the time I
systems
got a PC,
involving the roots, leaves,
the
flowers,
Iceborne
and
expansion
fruit.
came out.
And it's
Because
the
I
insects
basically
that
got
kill it.
like, I was hunter level like over 500
Fascinating
before
process to
Iceborne.
coat their
Then
bodies with
Iceborne
pollen,
came out.
which is
I
called
got a PC, and I got to like level like 100 something.
You mind?
And then I
knew
just
you'd
took a
show
break.
I'm glad we didn't
Because
disappoint.
basically like my entire save file got deleted somehow. I need to get a new Xbox controller though, because I would prefer to play Xbox controller. Some people say it's better to play keyboard, but I 100% will tell you,
Captain,
I think
what's your
for
team
me,
getting up to?
the game is just so well optimized for Xbox, bro. Like, especially if you're playing a ranged weapon, Xbox controller is the way to go.
Mine included.
Wait, are you guys an ace team?
Your ex-wife sent you divorce papers, so you're gonna be not married anymore.
Have you two met before?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, bro?
Oh,
And
no, but
don't
I've
apologize.
heard of him. He was famous back at the academy.
This forest is amazing. I'm never leaving. Anyway, over there's Werner, our engineer.
That's good, bro.
Perhaps
Well,
you've
I
heard
pray
of
that
him. He's one of the big
the
brains
divorce
behind
papers go well,
Wi-Fi's fire technology.
and that
What?
hopefully
We are
you
so
don't
gonna talk
spend
later,
a lot of
pal.
money on attorneys and court fees, because those are the real winners in a divorce.
So how'd your visit to that village go?
We were able to start a dialogue. No luck with the key.
At the end of the day, you can't blame yourself for anything, because they're the person who chose to divorce you. And when you think about it on a fundamental level, marriage is extremely beneficial for a woman. It has very little benefits outside of a religious context and a tax bracket savings for the man. So it's honestly like she may get something in the short term,
Much appreciated.
but long term, she's the one who's losing.
Come see me when you're ready to depart.
Oh shit, did you have a prenup, bro? If you had a prenup, that's badass. Now I understand why you didn't have a car yet. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that was a high elo play to not have a car yet. Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. Actually, like recently, one of my homies, he just, I'm 24 and he's also 24. And he just had a kid with a girl that,
With you?
he honestly, like, was not trying to be in a relationship with. And she ended up being, like, a really bad person who was doing drugs and shit. So he's kind of going through, like, a similar situation. Where, like, I'm not going to reveal his, like, business too much. But basically the girl is, like, I don't know if things got better. But, for, like, the past year, she has been very, like, hostile. And not really, like,
Oh, there you are.
good, being a good co-parent. And that shit's, like, really rough. You're turning 24 this year, and you got married. That's actually crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that she convinced you to get married, and you're only 23, is actually crazy, bro. She actually hit the bamboozle from day one. That's actually crazy.
Do you think that the Doshaguma will attack Kanafa village?
Not sure. We're looking into it.
I don't know. Do you think Joe Biden will infest the tranny clinics and give out free testosterone to all the little girls?
And that it's okay to take things one step at a time.
You've been through 3 lifetimes by now? I feel the same way.
Useless. I'm not smart. I can't you.
I don't have the testosterone like
Can't
you.
even remember anything
These
about the
estrogen
White
boosters are making me feel so weird, guys.
Look, these things take time. Trust me, we're going to find
These things take time.
Ring. Okay.
It's all the estrogen boosters they're putting inside the honey. We can't trust those dirty islanders. You both wanted it? See, the thing is, I'm a very, like, I'm a very religious, like, devout Christian. And I believe in marriage. But I also don't think that, personally, I just don't think it's wise to make that decision until you have been together for at least like 7 years, really. And I don't count being together. Like, let's say, for example, if you guys started dating when you were 15, I wouldn't count the years before you guys are 18 as being in a relationship towards that. Now, that's just my personal belief. And the reason being is, I want to make sure that this is actually, like, something that's going to be serious for life. Because I don't believe in, like, getting divorced. Like, if I marry a woman, I will not be the one who is divorcing them. Even if they do some really bad stuff to me, then I would just own it and just, like, stay separated but married. You were together for only 3 years? That's actually crazy. I will give you this. I don't know what state you live in, and I'm not like going to ask you that information unless you want to divulge it. But what I will say is, in my state, the state taxes that you save by being married are drastically insane compared to being single. Because like my dad, he this is the 10th year since he passed away, and my mom, she basically like makes very little money and is taxed like extremely heavily because she is a single adult woman with no dependents now that I've graduated college, and it drastically like affects her. Like, she's talked about like just getting married on paper to like a friend or something to save the tax benefits, and I understand that. So I think that a lot of people downplay that aspect of it because that is a big consideration. You know, maybe not to like people who are already extremely wealthy, but it is something that would make me more interested in getting married sooner.
Every step brings another fascinating discovery. And it feels so vibrant and alive. I know.
How long were you guys living together before you got married? That's the other thing. Okay, I forgot. Honestly, I forgot to add that into the equation. There's a difference between being together in a relationship with someone for 5 to 7 years and being in a house with the same person for 5 to 7 years. Like, that's honestly the biggest thing. Because if you, like, let's be real. Women are hard to live with. You can't live with them, and you can live without them, but then you will always be horny. So it's like kind of like a you're fucked or you're getting fucked. But if you can find a way to put up with that for 5 years, living in the same house, you're probably Gucci. Oh, damn. So you were like a roommate from the get-go? That's actually crazy. How did you become her roommate? That's actually very interesting.
let the Doshagama investigation begin.
We should look for any tracks or traces. I'll assist you.
We may have passed some clues back the way we came, so why don't we start there?
Sorry, I have to text somebody. I moved to a 4-bedroom apartment setup and stole her from her man at the time because he was abusive as in I'll kill myself if you leave. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, it probably was not obvious to you in the beginning, but like, that is a surefire sign that I would not be interested in. Because number one, if she is willing, if the girl that you start entering a relationship with you, and I'm not clowning you for this, but if you enter a relationship, or, well, let's just keep it like this. If a girl is willing to leave her man in order to hook up with you, let alone enter a relationship with you, you're laying the foreground for if she ends up doing the same thing to you, it's really only your own fault because you've seen that habit before. And especially when these girls get into these relationships where they like that's like a serious situation where this person is like, you know, saying they're going to kill themselves and shit. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I feel bad for that person, but it's leaving behind baggage. And that baggage, whether she intends to or not, can then be taken out on you, even self-consciously. And you don't really deserve that because you're not providing any of that to the relationship.
Let's keep looking.
Also, I think it's like, I'm also just very hesitant to get into a relationship with a girl who is willing to let her get into that situation. And I don't even just mean that situation, but I'm now, after I've like learned a lot of stuff and kind of like evolved as a person, like through college, I just have no sympathy for girls who allow themselves to stay in a fucked up situation. And what I mean by that is, like, I have a prime example. Bro, where the fuck are we supposed to go? Why do you keep going over here, but you're saying we need to stick together? A prime example of that is, I used to be friends with this girl, like 3 years ago, and she was telling me how at her, like, job, there was this guy, or this manager, who, like, started working there, and he was, like, sexually harassing her, and doing, like, these fucked things, and I was telling her, like, because, like, this girl I wasn't, like, really sexually interested in, but she, and her family were, like, very, like, friendly to me, so, like, I cared about this person, and she was saying that, like, this person at her work is, like, sexually harassing her and doing this really fucked up shit. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't you just tell the owner? Because you know the owner. Or why don't you, like, stand up for yourself? And she's like, I just can't. I can't. And I'm like, okay, well, then, like, I will tell the person, like, this is not fucking cool. Because if it's that serious of an issue and you're not willing to, stand up for yourself and, like, take responsibility and get yourself out of a bad situation, that's just kind of laying the foreground for, like, saying you're never going to, in all aspects of life, you're not willing to confront confrontation and better yourself. And I see things like that now, and I'm like, I wish I would have known that, or someone had told me that before, because that just sets yourself up to where if something bad does happen, it's not always going to, but it very well could. And if it does, you have no right to be surprised about that shit, because you had it coming, you know?
Seem to be reacting to something deeper in.
You're only with high-value moral women. That's what we like to hear, baby. You know how to be. I actually have a really good book that I think you should read.
My word. Is this a Lollabarina floret?
I can't even pause the game? That's crazy.
It's a monster. A Tenotzerin. Smell.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
distinct paralytic poison.
I should be the one picking that flower for my wife.
I must find more.
Maybe I just secretly have ADHD, but I don't know who the hell is this dyke that just appeared out of nowhere. I honestly didn't understand what she's doing in the story, but I guess she's like a main character energy now. What's the book name? I was gonna go get the book to show you on camera. It's in my room, but I need to wait until this is paused.
The color hasn't faded. We must be near its nest.
You should be able to go. Here, I'll do this. Exclamation point Discord.
A bit eccentric, but he sure is useful.
If that doesn't populate a link, let me check out the bot.
Don't tell me he wandered off alone. Looks like he's incapacitated.
Touch that nest, and we'll be next.
Where is my Moobot?
We can't leave him.
Back me up.
Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck. I forgot you're on YouTube. So the bot actually didn't post it. That's fine.
I'll take it from here.
Counting on it.
Let me know if that works. Holy crap. I love the color scheme of this world. You were right. The forest is hella based, bro. Can we pause? Wait, I can't pause? Alright, we're gonna, like, can I leave the area? Alright, we're just gonna run away so I can go get this book. Let me know if that Discord link worked. Is he chasing after me? Bro, I gotta get on that horseback. Can I get off? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this book. It works? Word, brother. Yeah, in the Discord, if you look at the members, I'm the guy with the picture of the suit. You can add me as a friend. All right. This is the book. I know this seems like a misogynist book, but it really isn't. It's a really good book, and it's like 60 pages. It's made by Myron Gaines, who he runs this YouTube channel called well, he's also on Rumble too. He's like a streamer / show, and he he basically talks to women and explains to men how to like navigate in the dating world, and it's just a really good, enlightening read. He talks about the what I was explaining about the old contract of how essentially women exchanged, you know, resources with men, and then the new contract about how it's changed. But the book's called Why Women Deserve Less, but that's kind of like a clickbait title. It's the focus of the book is basically just about teaching men how to not get taken advantage of and how to navigate the dating scene. It's not really about like putting anyone down. But it is definitely a good read in my opinion. Oh shit, bro, I don't think I even reinstalled Discord on this new computer. Did I? Oh, you can download Discord from the Microsoft Store? That's weird. It's also a really cheap book on Amazon. It's an Amazon bestseller. I highly recommend it. It just, like, it's going to tell you some stuff that you may already know, but it's going to explain it to you in a way that you've never thought about it and connect a lot of dots, depending on how much knowledge you have. Oh, you added to your wish list? Hell yeah. Yeah. If have you ever watched Fresh and Fit, which is the dude who made the book's YouTube channel? Bro, why is this thing like, bro? Go to the fucking monster dog. Why are we going this way? Okay, we're going this way. All right, cool. I had to get out my nicotine. If you've never watched Fresh and Fit, I don't like necessarily agree with them on everything, but I do think they are beneficial for like young men our age, because a big issue in the world right now is a lack of strong father figures. Like, for example, my dad passed away when I was 13 years old. Now, my brother I've found a couple people like my brother who have kind of taken the shape of that rule. But it's not the same as a father who has a dedicated role of shaping you into a man. And when you don't have someone like that in your life, or maybe you have a father who just doesn't care about you, what happens is you don't learn how to like interact, how to deal with women in the best way possible, right? And that's how you like end up getting taken advantage of. Like, I would argue, wait, why am I playing Bowgun? I thought I was Bo. What the fuck? Wait, what? Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Hold up. How do I switch weapons? Controls. Why did they just switch my weapon? Alright, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This guy's gonna kill us. Yeah, dude, what the hell? Why do I just randomly have the bow? Oh, okay. It's down right on the D-pad. I didn't know that. Basically, what I was saying is, oh, you switch to the bird? That's what happened to me. Basically, all I was saying is, there's a lot of information that a majority of men in our age group didn't actually, like, get to find out. Because a large majority of people nowadays, their parents are divorced, or their father is dead, or they left them, so they didn't get to learn how to, like, effectively operate women. And that's why Fresh and Fit had been valuable to me. Oh, this guy's goated. He has, like, a fucking flower? That's awesome. Oh, I have paralysis coating? So basically, they have a night show and a day show on Fresh and Fit, and I don't really watch them as much anymore because, number one, I don't have time, but number two, they say a lot of things that are beneficial to people, but I just have heard them before, so, like, they say they repeat the same things, and so I don't really watch their shows with women anymore, but one of the big things they do is they have women on and, like, explain to them what they need to do to keep a man and how to potentially get married and how to have a successful long-term relationship. But the issue is, a lot of these girls, they come on and they explain, like, oh yeah, I'm doing OnlyFans, or I'm doing porn or whatever, and they explain to them, like, hey, you realize, like, they're like, the women are saying, okay, yeah, when I'm 35, I want to get married. And they're explaining, like, you might be able to get married when you're 35, but the reality is you have the highest likelihood of finding a long-term partner when you are younger. And they basically just explain these things to the women, and try to teach them. And sometimes the women get mad and leave. If you never watched it before, it's very interesting. In the beginning, I was like, damn, this guy's kind of being a dick. And then I just realized, like, no. Like, these people are just super unreasonable. Like, they have a thing called the, I think it's called, like, the ideal man calculator or something. But it's a thing based on the U.S. Census and statistics. And they basically ask them, like, all right, what is your ideal, what is the man that you would be willing to enter a long-term relationship with? And the girls are like, okay, it's like, what is the minimum amount of money that he can make? And like 99% of them, they're like, okay, 100K. And then you're like, okay, what is the minimum height he can be? 6 foot. Okay. And can he be, you know, whatever race? And then like, can he be married? And they're like, no. And then they get their response from like, congratulations, you have scored a perfect 4 out of 4 catbacks. Less than 0.06% of the population qualify for what you are asking for in a long-term partner. And it's just kind of hilarious. Yeah, it's cool to check out, like, if you're like, especially if you're in a place like you, it might be like motivating to you to just like understand these things. That's why I recommended the book, because it might like give you like some peace of mind to understand like, okay, this is, now I understand like how this situation happened and how I can avoid it in the future. But they do the girls show. Those are after hours. I don't really watch the girls show anymore because they, like I said, they just kind of talk about similar things most of the time. Sometimes they spit gas, but a lot of the times they're just restating a lot of the things to new people. So I only watch the day shows, and they have like pretty influential people on. So on the day shows, they do stuff like called like Money Monday, where they basically just invite on people who are successful businessmen and teach you how like what those people did and how you can obtain that. For example, they had on Robert Kiyosaki one time, which Robert Kiyosaki, in my opinion, he's one of like the most influential people to like guiding young men. He's the guy who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and if you've never read that book, I highly recommend it. It's probably one of like 5 or 6 books that I highly recommend for any man to become successful. But I haven't really watched them in a while, but what I respect about them is they kind of introduced me to the strategy that I was talking about for my anime convention videos, where the way that I decided to structure the Anime Con videos is one of the main things I do is I interview hot cosplay girls. I ask them like, you know, some questions about anime or whatever. Then I have them open a Pokemon pack because I want to like add in share my love of card games with people, and that's like a good way to do it. And then, you know, that gets it to where people will click on the video because I'm using a hot girl, and then they realize like, oh, this guy's providing value, so I'm gonna stick around. Those people, in my opinion, are the people who like coined that strategy, because these people got to 1 million subscribers on YouTube in 1 year while also being shadow banned. And to me, it's like, you know, I don't really watch them that much, but that is something where even if you disagree with them, you have to respect that. And that's when I first started realizing, because like I found out about them like 3 years ago, and that's whenever it made me realize, like, okay, thinking about the fastest ways to grow on YouTube, I think using hot girls to get people to give your content a chance is potentially the fastest way to grow your audience. Like, you can get to 1 million on YouTube without doing that, but I think it drastically accelerates your process, in my opinion. I've seen the results from it, and I've seen what other people have got the results from it. It's little things like that that I see as like, I want to take advantage of that in order to gain an edge. Especially because, you know, I do, the main way that I make money is I do online marketing for small businesses, and then also I do videos for small businesses and just like people that I meet, and then upload them to like whatever platform. Like, I run like 4 different YouTube pages. One of them I do with my MMA coach, where we upload technique videos. Like, we'll do like a course for like different Muay Thai clenches, and then people will watch that, and eventually we're going to create a paid course. And then we also have like a podcast, and my coach, he has trained a lot of like successful world champion fighters. Like, he trained like Johnny Hendricks, who was the UFC welterweight champion. He trained like a lot of boxing champions, so he knows like a lot of people, and he knows a lot of techniques. But the thing is, he's kind of old and doesn't know technology that well, so that's where I come in. And what I realized is that nowadays, if you wanted to become, if your goal was to become successful at YouTube 10 years ago, you could do it on an iPhone. Because everybody says, like, yeah, you just need an iPhone to blow up on YouTube. And that is not true. Because, and this is the point that I bring up. So, I have a $5,000 movie camera, like, that's made for actually making movies. It's an entry-level cinema camera. And I'm planning on getting another one. I think that is the bare minimum you need, depending on what your niche is, to become successful on YouTube. And the reason for that is because nowadays, most people don't even have cable. A lot of people may only get their world news and connection to the outside of world through a online social media platform or, you know, the video platform like YouTube. And so what that means is a lot of people who used to watch the news on cable, they now watch the news on YouTube. Because they're watching these things on YouTube or whatever they watch, they expect it to be a studio level quality that they're watching. Because, for example, if I'm in the niche of politics, well, why would someone watch me, a person they've never seen before, when they and I just have an iPhone, when they can watch a person who is providing a similar level of value as I am, but they have a news station level quality studio that's 100K. In order for me to convince them to watch me instead of that competitor in the same niche, I would be needing to provide a extremely like different kind of value that someone else is not providing in the market. And the reality is that is just unlikely to do nowadays. Like in most niches, you're not going to be able to provide a unique value that other people are not already creating in to some extent. Now you may be able to if you have like a very, very specific niche. And an example of that would be, is there's this guy that just popped up in my YouTube the other day, and what he does is he travels around Europe, and he takes pictures of people, like soldiers, police officers, whatever. Then he prints out the photo and edits it, and then goes up and hands it to the person and makes them feel happy. Well, he's not the only person I've ever seen do that. So he's able to get away with whatever quality, whatever he's doing. But when you're in a niche that is highly competitive, you're not going to be able to do that, especially with streaming. Like, if I'm a live streamer and I'm mostly, you know, just doing reaction videos or just chatting, I'm not going to be able to get away with a 1080p Logitech webcam that's $80. That's just not realistic. Okay, we're balling. Wow, this is a really cool design monster. Shoveling your grandma's driveway literally in a blizzard. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Well, I pray that you stay warm out there, my man. May God bless you and your family this year, brother. If you ever see a comment, the way from me, a reply to a comment on YouTube, the way you know that it's me is I always say, may God bless you and your family this year, brother. That's literally every single time I respond to someone. Let's go. The boat, baby. Not done yet. Underestimated 3.0. Let's go. Yes, sir, baby. Rank 1 Hunter NA. Alma, get your ass ready. We're pulling out the red panties tonight, baby. Red panty night. The La La Barina has been taken down, baby. It's a red panty night for everybody. We're getting paid, baby. Boom. Oh my gosh, we need to get this bone pile. I already appreciate the fact that it allows you to carve out bones in this game so much more quickly than it did in World. When you're carving out bones or mining something, I swear it would take you like 6 seconds and the monster could hit you out of that animation. But in Rise and in this game, you just collect the stuff instantly, and it's such a quality of life change because sometimes you complete the hunt and you would spend so much time carving the monster that there's 10 seconds left, and now you don't have enough time to actually excuse me, I have the hiccups, to actually harvest the monster, or to actually harvest the bones, you know?
Hunter, let's return to base camp.
All right, let's return, my lady.
I owe you, Hunter. Truly. I couldn't have gotten Eric out of there without your help.
Let's go, baby.
You have my thanks. You know, fascinatingly, I can still taste the poison in the back of my throat.
Lovely. So, I think we're going to press on with the Doshagama investigation.
Wait, is that supposed to be a guy? Is Eric a guy?
Now that Eric has come around, we can continue searching for the White Wraith. Speaking of, I spoke with Nata.
Eric has an extremely feminine voice and a feminine haircut. Is that a guy or a girl? I don't even know.
Wouldn't mind. I'd like to look after him for a while. He's the only witness we have.
Is that okay with you, Nata?
Yes. I don't want to sit here. I want to help.
I promise you, I'm not trying to obsess over DEI in this game, but they just keep throwing it in your face so much. Like, it's hard not to notice.
Thanks.
Nata will be okay. We should head back to our camp in the forest.
Hunter, borrow you a sec?
Where's the hunter? Oh my gosh. Who the hell is this guy? Who thought that they could take over the sexy OnlyFans blacksmith's job? Is it this guy? Who do I need to punish? Oh wait, no. She's here. She's here. Let's go.
Hey,
She's got a lackey working for him.
Weapons?
Yes, mommy.
Don't give me that it's a waste of materials nonsense. You want your gear to be effective, right? Here, I'm giving you some materials, so no excuses. Try
Thank
it
you,
out.
mommy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You can click on the tits and it gives you materials. This game's awesome. Ooh, we can go hunter's bow too. Kind of badass. Badass for real.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, baby. We gotta put those goggles on. Those knockers are not easy on the eyes, man. We gotta shield ourselves from this.
Perfection.
That high resolution texture pack did her some justice, boys. I have to say, the high resolution texture pack did the blacksmith's tits more justice than the aggressive Biden justice system. Wait, do I not have, like, the Barolo bow or whatever? Dragon Perforator? Where are the bows for the monster I just killed? Yeah, where's the Lala Beatrice bow? That's just such a dumb name. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's a dumb name. I was never a fan of the elemental affinity items. Like, you know, making like a water bow. The only affinity, or like, no, affinity's good. I don't mean the word affinity. I mean like the elemental items. The only elemental weapon, nope, spider bow sadly. Okay. The only, like, I was never a big fan of the elemental weapons because I just don't find it fun to just switch weapons every single hunt for the given situation. Especially when you're doing a hunt where there's multiple monsters on it. The only, objection I had to that, the only outlier was, when I played Dual Blades in World, there was a weapon called the Fire and Ice Daggers, and that was really, really good. Because you could not only inflict burn, but you could also inflict freeze. And the combination of the two was so good. Because it increased your chances of breaking parts and stun locking the enemy like tenfold. It was such a good combination. I don't know. I think it was for Iceborne, but maybe it was for World. At one time, that was one of the best weapon sets. La Barina. Recovery up's nice. The one good thing is they haven't pushed us like away from playing the game by giving us a bunch of monsters back to back where they're just perma like stunning you. Getting perma stunned in Monster Hunter is one of the most frustrating things where they keep doing like roars and you don't have equipment available at your arsenal to like completely nullify that, and they just keep cheese stunning you. Okay, I like Marathon Runner. I don't know if anybody remembers, but one of the coolest skills, and what my brother used to use, was Mushroom Mancer. The Mushroom Mancer set had a drastically low armor in the end game, but what it allowed you to do is it made it to where you didn't really need potions and didn't have to worry about money, because each type of mushroom you used was like one of 5 things. One was like a max potion, one was like a max energy boost. It was really cool. Recovery speed just straight up doubles. That's amazing.
Alrighty. Perfection. Alrighty. Perfection.
Say goodbye to the gas mask.
Alrighty. Perfection.
Okay, that should be good. I hate how the animal just instantly runs for you. Oh, this is a nice, like, texture. Maybe I should download ray tracing when I put the additional RAM in. That'd be cool. Not download, but turn... No, I don't want to turn that... No, stop. Stop, horsey. I'm not used to the controls. Just wanted to take a look at our equipment info. I need to customize the radial menu soon. Reduces continuous stamina by 50%. That's great. Why is Hunter's Bow my secondary? I hate how there's all these other guys around my Alma. Okay, so currently, we are ending off here with focus level 1. You want at least level 2 focus, but ideal focus level 3. and then you want the quick charge thing that reduces your yeah, you want max focus to where you're able to increase the speed at which you charge to the max power shot, and you also want to get the one that increases the amount of charge you gain every time you dash, if that's in the game. We're going to use Marathon Runner right now because dashing just takes a lot of stamina, and you need to be able to dash a lot. And then we also just have an attack bonus to level 1, which is cool. Increasing gathering speed. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's pretty good. Hey, it always says some items. Like, why does it not just all? I wonder if mantles are a big focus in this game or not. Possibly not. But regardless, I think we are going to end things off here tonight. I really want to go get some food. Since I had that meeting today, I was not able to. So let's go ahead and save. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. We're definitely going to have a lot of Monster Hunter content on the way. Hopefully going to be able to get some videos done with this new PC. And I am very, very blessed and grateful to say that I've been able to, you know, upgrade my equipment to continue doing what I love. And I am very appreciative and blessed to acknowledge all of the amazing community members that I have met along the way. I've met a lot of friends in this profession, and I greatly cherish them. So I hope that I can continue down this path if the Lord allows me. So thank you so much for everybody stopping by. And if you want to see more based content like this, make sure to smash the like button, turn post notifications on, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another banger, because the bangers are not stopping anytime soon, baby. May the Lord bless you, keep you, bestow his countenance upon you, and give you peace. As always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. And I'll see you in the next one, baby. Good to talk to you, Not. Hope every